you also experiencing the difficulties of being a first time parent. You also experiencing a wife who's tired, and you understand that they tired, sometimes hormonal, and yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome to Mzansimom. So today we've got a special guest. He's not special. He's not a guest anymore. Officially, Mzansi father. So Father's Day is coming up, and obviously this channel is dedicated to moms. It's all about being a mom. But I think it's worthwhile hearing from dads. So I thought it would be a good idea for me to have David on the channel today, and just for him to let us in, like, how do we support dads? How do we support new dads? And yeah, just hearing from him, his experience, and hopefully if you're a mom, it will get you kind of into the mind or frame of mind of the father of your child, and just to hear from his experience as a dad, just how he would have felt better supported by me. Yeah, so welcome. Okay, so for you, obviously, let's go into the experience. Okay, actually, do maybe something.
Hi everyone, this is my wife. Beautiful.
Thank you guys, thank you so much.
What the heck?
I didn't like getting compliments, but thank you. Okay, so what would you say dads need, or what's the first thing, right? Not in order, but what is one of the first things that you feel a mom can support a dad?
Am I speaking from our own experiences, or like
our own experience, and I guess genuinely, if this is what you guys talk about, which I doubt.
Yeah,
but I guess from our experience,
perhaps like the journey from pregnancy to becoming a parent is very different. We experience it differently, so I think that's the key thing a mom has to get to grips with.
A dad, you mean?
Not like a mom, like I get we're talking about
how can I support
how can you support
okay.
me, so like just understanding the dad, that he experiences the journey differently from you. And I think that if you understand that, then you're in a better place to I guess help them and involve them in the journey of becoming a parent.
What would that look like practically?
I think for us what really worked was being part of the whole experience with the scans, and like we would hear the gynae preparing us. We had with our first child, a midwife preparing us for the birth itself and for what parenting would look like. So I think that was a good start, that I'm there at every milestone, every step of the way. So I think that was helpful, because once you understand that this person doesn't experience it the same way as you do, then you involve them in your world.
So a lot of moms would say, but I shouldn't ask you to be involved. Like it's almost like an expectation. Like as the dad, obviously you should want to be part of the scans, right? So what do you do, or what for pregnant moms, for let's say their husbands or their partners? If they don't want to, is it better for me to ask?
But I think we have to acknowledge that we are in many ways like haven't seen this kind of thing before. So personally, I hadn't seen what a father and the journey of a father looks like. Because I grew up in a world where fathers were there for the money. Like you go out there, work, and put food on the table. So I think it's not to expect that the father would immediately just say, hey, like I want to be involved. And that's not that they don't want to, they just never been exposed to where they were quite involved, even being at like, I mean, in Tswana culture, you're not there when the child is born. Like no guy is ever there, so it's a new thing to us, and I think our involvement, or at least how we think we should be involved, for most guys is different to how like a woman would think. Yeah. I think,
Okay, so for Wena, as long as you providing financially, that's
yeah,
to a certain extent.
and in some ways, like that's my worry. Like, sure, this kid is coming. Do we have enough money?
Yeah.
Is there stuff that needs to be bought? Like, yeah. So I think for me, the instinct is different, and I think yeah, that's the key word there. Like we don't have the same instinct, and it's not that I don't want to be involved. I'm not inclined to wanting to be involved in certain ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not my natural instinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so from what I'm hearing, like a pregnancy,
Yeah.
it needs to start there where, as a mom, I need to involve you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And a house, when you're not involved, it's not that how badly.
Yeah.
It's because it's not your reality. You're
Yeah.
not used to it. So, as a mom or as moms, we should ask, hey?
Yeah.
Or just say, I would like it if you came to scans with me. I would like it if you went to classes with me.
Yeah.
Swallow. Okay.
Yeah, and I think expecting, like having high expectations that the husband or partner,
The dad.
the dad would do that. Yeah, have high expectations and post things as in an inviting way. Like, hey, come, like come be part of this.
Okay.
I would love for you to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How else can we support you? So now the baby's here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of moms, obviously, they're underwhelmed. I mean, they're overwhelmed. They're the ones in pain. But Luena, as a dad, you're also experiencing, shucks, I've never been a father before.
Yeah.
So how can we support you, especially in the first few weeks? Well, I know a lot of the times dads feel like, I can't do anything because I'm not breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking words from my mouth. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But like, you do feel like, I mean, I personally felt like I'm useless. And it's like, the child feels like a blob of, like, it's just a thing that is crying and pooping. And you're like, my word, I don't know what to do. I don't have boobies to feed him.
Yeah.
So I felt useless.
Yeah.
And I still remember, like, we had help for 1 month where your mom was around, and that was like, this is cool. And then my first sort of fight where
as soon as my mom
as she left, because I was not involved, and I don't think it was because I didn't want to be involved, but I was going to work, and it's like, I don't know.
You don't know how.
Yeah, if you're not asking me, then I assume that you got this.
And that's the thing with women. It's almost like, how boni? Like, how boni why are not thinking one? Especially at night when you're sleeping, and it's like the baby's crying. Why can't you wake up? And guys, this is not just a David thing. I think it's a dad thing. Dads genuinely don't hear babies cry. Like, you see, and there's actually a program on Netflix that you can see. Something actually happens in the mom's brain, where the mom, your senses are heightened, everything. So then even then, my thing is, I shouldn't have to ask you. Do you know what I mean? And it's that whole thing. I know men also don't like being told what to do. So then what's the balance there? Where I'm like, should I ask you? I personally feel like it's helpful to almost have not routines, something that you know it's your responsibility. So like bathing the baby or changing nappies, where it's like, this is your thing, or if you need to make a bottle, or if I feed the baby, then do you know what I mean? Is it helpful as a mom to say that to you? Hey, why don't you do 1, 2, 3?
I think every couple would be different, so I think whatever works for you, fly with that. For me, like, putting up rosters doesn't necessarily work for me, because then I feel like I have to now like, I'm not looking forward to that. So I think like, I would phrase it this way: invite me into your world. I think personally, I believe that the mom is the primary caregiver, and like, I'm supporting her in that role. So invite me into that. One of the things that I experience a lot is, and I think people speak about mom guilt, but there's a lot of
wait, my boy,
dad guilt in that.
Oh wow, that's a thing.
Like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Because you feel useless, you feel like I'm not doing enough. I can see you struggling, but I'm.
No, my boy.
Um,
Papa talk. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Yeah, guys. I told you these videos are not going to be quiet anymore because we have 2 little humans.
in lockdown.
Oh yeah, we're still under lockdown.
So
yeah, dad guilt.
So I mean, I think if you invite him into your world and you're not using guilt, you're not using duty as a motivating thing, I think that's very helpful.
Someone, please go to Auntie Chichi. Then please keep quiet. Okay. Then okay. So I must ask you, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay. Like say, please can you help me with 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. And must I ask you every time?
No, I mean, I think even in our story, in our experience, we figure out what to do, what not to do. Yeah. I'm distracted.
I know. Actually, go take the phone, please.
An eternity later.
Inviting me doesn't mean that you always have to tell me what to do, but it just means like, hey, like these are my expectations. When I do every day, this and this has to be done. It would be nice for you to help out, and I think any reasonable dad would be want to participate in that.
Yeah.
And it's not out of like I'm here the whole day with the child. You need to do 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Because sometimes it does feel like that. And
Okay.
it's like I become defensive, but
Yeah.
I'm at work. I didn't also sleep last night, or whatever the case may be. You become defensive instead of coming into that world. So guilt is not a motivating thing. Duty is not the best motivating thing. Invitation is the best.
Do you feel like dads need emotional support?
Not from I think they need to have friends around them who have kids.
Okay.
To understand what they're going through, but they definitely do, because even in pregnancy, like you go into the doctor and you're asking questions sometimes and they like brush you off, like what do you know, like, so it feels like that.
Yeah.
They just shut up and be in the background there, and you're like, but why am I here?
Yeah.
So I think there is that. You're also experiencing the difficulties of being a first-time parent. You're also experiencing a wife who's tired, and you understand that they're tired, sometimes hormonal, and it's deep.
Okay.
But you can't vent to her, like you can't become defensive because you know, and I'm not justifying like bad behavior. But you understand why they behave in the way they are.
Okay. I want to talk about the issue of sex, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go into detail, but like sex, mwana has a feeling. It's obviously awkward because then the wife, from my perspective, it's almost like, shucks, I've birthed your child, I'm exhausted. What's a man thinking once the baby's out? Is it like, hey, 6-week countdown, siyabangena? Or is it like I'm scared because things have changed there, or it's been a long time? What's a guy thinking? I'm trying to because I know everything can be about a mom, right?
Yeah.
So I want us to genuinely like talk about that thing in terms of intimacy. How can I not just make it about myself?
I mean, I think guys don't think. I don't know. Maybe there's some guys out there who overthink sex.
Okay.
But mostly, man, sometimes it does feel like, and I like the words to say this, but an appetite. Like
Okay.
you just like, like 6 weeks is coming. I need to get some.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's like, whatever, toned down there, or obviously,
Yeah.
Obviously, the doctors give you a healing. What do you call
Like
period.
with our sharp
But it just, like I think for me, I don't think about maybe like things have changed or whatever the case is. I just want to get some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And do you feel like it's unfair? How do you feel? Okay, some women are like, I'm not ready, right? And it could take stop kicking your karma boy, and they can take maybe 3 months. Do you think it's fair for me to say to you, or as the dad, like?
I mean, I think you need to understand the nature of relationships and how to nurture relationships, and communicate like why you're not ready, and those kind of things. Because I do think husbands, and perhaps we should talk about this some other day. Like you're a grown up man. Like you know that your husband has needs.
Yeah.
And not to think about it in a selfish way. Oh, he's got needs. I must supply those needs. But sex is given to us by God so that we express ourselves in that.
Yeah.
And I think biologically speaking, a husband is more likely to want it than want it more frequently.
Yeah.
And so to exercise their kind of wisdom and say, shucks, I'm tired, but let me sacrifice my whatever I'm going through for the sake of the other person.
Okay.
Which I think, it should, in a relationship, we should always be wanting to give and be thinking about the other person rather than ourselves. So for the husband, the relationship is not a place for you to get sex. If you think about it that way, you become resentful. Why is she not giving? I'm not getting anything out of this. I'm busy toiling and helping out with the baby, but I'm not getting some. And the same for the wife.
I think we're gonna cut it there. Thank you. And if you guys have, I think I want to have like David more on, I think just to hear from a dad's point of view, because I know there are a few dads that watch, but I think to get insight as moms into their minds, right? But if you have any questions that you'd like me to ask David, we could record another thing. Please put them in the in the comments section below, or my email is mzansimom@gmail.com, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I did another video about how dads experience pregnancy. I'll link it, and I did that one with David as well. So I love having him on. I think it's cool to hear, like, guys, the dad guilt thing. I genuinely did not know that was a thing. I feel like we need to talk about it more. But anyway, thank you so much for joining. Please share this so that I guess your friends with husbands or dads can see, or if you know a dad, maybe Libana they will agree. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Love. Bye.